Well, good afternoon, everyone. Greetings from the lovely foothills of Northern California. I thought I'd do this today because I'm getting ready to go to Los Angeles for a while. I'm going with Lou tomorrow. He's driving up, and we're probably taking off Saturday. He's taking me to a concert on Friday night, and then Saturday we'll head on down south. And oh, that's going to be an interesting visit. I have friends down there too, so besides just spending time with him, I get to see a few people that I really want to see as well. Anyway, I thought this was a good day to do this because also this is like a year's anniversary. It was a year ago in January that I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And what led me to the doctor was all kinds of strange symptoms that had been going on for almost a year prior, mostly things that involved sudden bouts of nausea with no particular reason, and unexplained allergies to various things that I'm not allergic to anymore, things like coffee and very vanilla soy. The shellfish thing, that was before the cancer, so that's always been, not always, I wasn't always allergic to shellfish, but about the last 5 years I have been. And so but that was, some of the things that were leading up to it was just not feeling right. And then New Year's Eve, having that pain up underneath my ribs all night long that made me wonder if I should be going to emergency or if I should just die quietly in my bed. So that's what led me to the doctor and led me to emergency on New Year's Day. And they didn't let me leave until they had found out what was causing the pain, and it turned out to be pancreatic cancer. Luckily, it was only about a stage 2. They said stage 1.5, stage 2, and so luckily it was caught early, but then came the decision on how I was going to handle that. You're kind of left kind of going, wow, getting a diagnosis like that, that was probably the last thing in the world I expected. Because up to that point, I've followed a fairly healthy diet. A lot of sugar, though, I have to admit. A lot of sugar and a lot of bread. I was really is there such a word as breadaholic? I did love my bread and sugar. I was, if I got talked into baking a batch of cookies, well, Lou would eat one, and then I would eat like 7. They just go down so fast, especially if you're dipping them in coffee or hot chocolate or hot tea even. Anyway, I was quite the little sugar junkie. But I was also a vegetarian, and I also took a nice little bunch of vitamins. I thought I was eating fairly decently and healthy, but since nobody really knows what causes pancreatic cancer, who knows? Who knows what I was eating or not eating, or what chemicals I'd been exposed to, or just exactly what was going on, but pancreatic cancer it was. So getting diagnosed with something that deadly, I don't know if I even processed it. I don't even know if I processed it. I remember I was shocked, but I never cried. I never got hysterical or anything like that. I never felt sorry for myself. I know there's people dealing with things exactly like that and even worse. So and knowing what I know, being a light worker, I realize that we do create our own reality. And I do realize that, what goes on without is what's going on within. So I don't know. I just don't know why I got it. Maybe I got it to show that there's other ways of treating it rather than doing the chemo surgery route. I decided a long time before that if I ever did get cancer, I was not going to do chemo after seeing what it did to my friends and then actually seeing what the radiation did to my mom. And so I knew that that wasn't the route that I wanted to take, but I had to find a route that I could take, and that's when I remembered about the Rick Simpson oil. and then had to track it down and then use it. So doing the protocol, which is 60 grams of the oil ingested over a 90-day period, that sounds like it might have been an easy way to go. Yeah, just stay stoned all the time. Well, it doesn't exactly work that way. And looking back on it, I don't think Lou and I actually realized how strenuous and mentally and physically exhausting it was going to be, because it was. It really was. And I don't know if I've ever quite, gotten past all that. Because I still have to do a gram a month, and I'll have to do that for the next 5 years. So the changes that it made in my body, and the changes that it made like mentally, I'm not really so sure that all that's passed. I'm still kind of tired. I still get tired, and I know that was part of the Rick Simpson oil. I can remember mornings when I just absolutely felt terrible, just trying to get up and get motivated and get moving, and it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough, I'll put it that way. But as the day would progress, I would get better, and I'd feel better about moving around and doing things. There towards the end of the treatment, though, I wasn't driving. I couldn't drive anymore, and it kind of makes you off balance too, like walking and everything. You're just kind of a little off balance here, a little off balance there. And that part is all gone. That's all gone. But I don't think that we realized at the time the toll it was taking on us. It was exhausting. It was exhausting to do it. I didn't have any of the side effects that I would have gotten with the chemotherapy. I wasn't nauseated, and I never got sick, and of course, my hair didn't fall out. I was losing hair for a while, but I don't know if that was just stress or just exactly what that was, but I know for a while I just run my fingers through my hair, and I got hair everywhere, and hair in my food, and hair all over me. It was worse than a dog in springtime. But that seems to have kind of settled down now, and it's okay now. It did take a toll. It did take a toll, and it took a toll on our relationship as well. Even though we're both light workers and we do a lot of light work together, it's still enormously stressful. It's a very stressful thing. And what was made it harder is because I didn't really have anybody to talk to about it. When you're doing the chemotherapy, you've got this whole support group of other cancer patients, and UC Davis has their whole palliative care team, and so I couldn't use that because I wasn't using chemo, so I didn't really have a support team going on. I had Lou and I had Danny, but I don't know anybody else that did this, and so there really wasn't anybody to talk to and say, well, did you feel this way at a certain point, or how are you doing now? Or I look online and I try to find other people that have gone through the protocol, and I find people that have done CBD oil, and I have seen a few people that use the Rick Simpson oil, but I didn't see anybody that did the whole protocol. So if anybody's out there watching this that did the protocol, instant message me. we could talk. We could really talk about this. So we'll see what happens on that. But like I say, it does take a toll on you. I think just having cancer takes a toll on you. And I'm also not getting any younger. I'm thinking I should be getting, more pep and more energy, and I have enough energy to get through the day, but I also do a lot of resting during the day too. I do the Dong Quai, and I do the scoliosis. I do walking, and I'm driving a lot more now. But like I say, it hasn't come back, and my energy just hasn't really come back to where it was before. But is that because I'm 77 now? I keep thinking, wow, I'm closer to 80 than I am to 70. So is that what's going on? Is it just plain old age, or is it just some of the after effects of doing the RSO? I don't know that. I really don't know. And unless I could talk to other people about it, I guess I never will know. I can only go by what's happening with me. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'm good, but yet I'm not quite the old Linda. And I know that there's been a lot of changes just from doing all the meditations I've been doing, all the guided meditations, all the raise your vibration pep talks with Aaron Dowdy. He's got some good meditations though too. He doesn't do a lot of them, but the ones he does do are very, very, very effective. Very effective. And so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about a lot of things. You know, the only thing I am sure of is that I'm still alive. It's been a year now, and I'm still alive. And I don't have any of the symptoms that sent me to the ER in the first place. So, knowing that, I kind of think the cancer's gone, but until I do an MRI, I won't know for sure. And I'm thinking that's something that I need to do in the next few months. I need to get an MRI done and just see where I'm at, even though knowing isn't going to make a difference, because it's not like, oh, cancer's back, so I'm going to run and do chemo. Number one, I don't think the cancer's coming back. I think the RSO is continuing to go through my system and causing the apoptosis. And also, I added dandelion roots to my daily little collection of herbs that I do, and I decided to do dandelion root because dandelion root also causes apoptosis. So there you have it. They don't know in what dosage to do it, to get it, to use it, but I'm just doing the dosage suggested on the pill and the little pill thing, the directions, and the directions say 1 capsule a day, so that's what I'm doing. But I realize I've been through quite a thing here. This has been quite a thing, and it's been, like I say, it's taken a toll, but in another way, I'm still here. And I think I would much rather the side effects that I had than the side effects that I would have gotten through chemotherapy. And of course the Whipple surgery. Oh my God. And half your insides get taken out on that one. That's brutal. That's just brutal. I don't even know if I would survive a surgery like that. I mean, I'm an old lady, and I just don't know how much my body can take. I bounced back pretty quick from having my back done, you know, and I got fused and screwed a few years back. But oh well, I'd do it if half my insides were going to come out. So anyway, that's my story today. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I consider myself doing good, even though I'm not sure how good I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm going to post this today. This is kind of silly, but I just wanted to get this done and before I leave. And so I think on that happy note of getting this done before I leave, because I can't really add to this. Like nothing that I can think of anyway to add to it. So anyway, I think I'll just say goodbye for now, and I hope everybody is enjoying the winter months. I know we're certainly enjoying the rain, and we're praying for rain for Australia. God. Yeah, not a happy note there. Not a happy note at all. But, it's not like we didn't know this was coming, did we? We've been warned. We've been warned and warned and warned. So on that happy note, is that a happy note? I don't know if that's a happy note or not. I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope everybody is having a really wonderful day. Okay? Alrighty. Bye.